Yes, thank you for this great invitation. Let me
So
sip some coffee.
I will just introduce you, Dr. Jayati,
Yes, thank you.
Professor Jayati. So good morning, everyone. And here we have Professor Dr. Jayati Roy. She is the founder of TAR, that is Xtramile Advance Resources, a consultancy dedicated to bringing about social changes through knowledge, education, and leadership. With a legal, academic, and corporate background, Professor Jayati ventured into corporate training to expand her sphere of expertise and influence after having spent nearly 3 decades in higher education and academia. She has done a lot of degrees from various universities. She has additional qualifications in NLP, hypnotherapy, and timeline therapy to help her clients with mind science and success. She is also a certified professional trainer with qualification in public speaking. She is also a certified professional trainer with qualification in public speaking, and she has just published 6 books, and she writes poem, and she has a flair for writing, and her books are available as ebook also. And today she is going to give a beautiful session on voice sings and you heal. So over to Professor Jayati.
Hi, hello. Um, all right, you can hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
All right, that's wonderful. So how many people are here today? About 10?
Yes.
All right, I see my good friend, Jag from Malaysia. I don't know how many are here from Malaysia. But good, it doesn't matter. At least I have people listening to me. When Nupurji called me, my light angel, and said, Prof, can you do a session just 2 days ago? I didn't think of anything, and this topic came out. It must have been waiting to blow out. Right, I didn't say what topic, let me think. I'm training for years and years, and people say, do business communication, do writing skills, do grammar. And I say, okay, what topic, what would you like? But this one, I just immediately said this. Well, this is an area I have worked on. I've helped people, but because of the 2 reasons, it has been in a frozen state, outside, but not in my mind. Because number one, the place where I used to do it, it was like a holistic center with different people doing different things. This center moved somewhere, and it was not very convenient. And then came the massive lockdown. And from 2018, from March 18, 2020, we have been in a state of limbo. So this thing, my work, my counseling has gone on, but a whole major area of using singing bowl therapy or sound bath therapy as itself, by itself, I did not do it in that sense, but I've always used it as a tool in part of my therapies, or part of my sessions. Well, yesterday I got a bit serious, and I said, well, let me see if I can put some PowerPoint slides. A lot of people just don't like to hear a voice for 1 hour, So I put some things together so that'll give me a bit of structure. And then I will show you I'm actually going to talk about the Tibetan singing bowls. Oh dear, I have another one. It's downstairs. I will bring it up maybe. That's a chime. It's hanging on my interior decorations. It's very gentle. It's beautiful. I bought it from somebody from Australia. My Tibetan bowls are from Tibet. I'm saying all this so that later when we come to that session, I don't have to repeat. They are made from 5 different metals. You can get a lot of them very cheap, but they are not originals. Please be very careful. I pay over 1,000 ringgit. I don't know what it is in Indian rupees, you know. Of course, in Malaysia, by the time they bring it and they pay for their rentals and all, it is so much cheaper in India. Maybe in my next trip, I will go and buy a few more. We will come to different sessions of that. And as we go along, I hope you don't mind, I'll tell some personal stories of how this has impacted people, how it has impacted me, and how I think sound as itself is a therapy. I see Pritam's hand on his face. Pritam, are you already thinking hard? Right? Okay. So sound for us usually came as song. When I think of certain songs, I think of my childhood. I listened to Cliff Richard and Elvis Presley and the Beatles. I was in school. And somebody said Elvis Presley died. And my friend, I remember Geeta Sharma, she sat and broke down and cried in the class. So sound to us has different kind of meanings, right? You can, of course, text in how sound is associated with you. My beautiful friend Rajwin is here. She's a laughter therapist. For her sound is laughter, right? And in my previous talk to you all, I talked about my 3 L's: laugh, learn, and live. For me, laughter is not just laughter. You cannot laugh if you are unhappy, right? So for me, that's happiness. So this entire thing of what I'm going to tell you is actually about bringing peace in our lives, finding some solutions. There's so many different methods. This is one of those. And I feel, before I begin and show you my slides, that women are usually auditory. Women like to listen. Men don't like to listen too much. The wife talk too much, they get mad. Men are visual. So if your husbands walk with you and they look at a beautiful lady, don't get mad. They are structured that way. You know, in my NLP talks, I'll veer a little bit out for 2 seconds. Men, you go to a men's toilet, they are all focused on the toilet bowl. You go to a woman's toilet, they are talking. They are speaking from one toilet to, hey, wait for me, you know, I'm coming out, don't go, blah, blah, blah. You know, so women are auditory. So that's why I thought today I will share this. And then you can have your thoughts and maybe we can have some conversation on how sound can help you. And how sound has so much meaning. Can you imagine a baby being born without crying? You wait for that sound of the cry. So sound is a healer. Okay, much ado. Let me see if I can share my screen, right?
I will give you access. 1 minute.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, now you can share your screen.
Let me see. What do? I just double it? Okay. Here's my screen. Can you see it? Is it a full screen?
Yes.
Yes. Hey, why is it here? Should go up. Okay, I try to be a bit visual as well. Do let me know if you know my pictures. Those of you who have done this and have had sessions, you can always help me to give me more ideas. All right. And I always feel that I keep learning from everybody. So what you see here are some Tibetan bowls. I'll show you mine. And I said that this is actually, many people call it sound bath therapy. All right, you can make some notes if you want, and then you can maybe ask me questions if I can answer. If not, my number is always there. You can call me. I call it sound healing. All right. Now, don't expect results overnight. Some people come to my session and say, Prof, we have done one session. I'm good. Remember, motivation lasts 12 hours only. Make a note, everybody. 12 hours. After that, it goes. Somebody, you go to a talk and you hear leadership talks about success. You're excited. MLM people do that. You go into all the MLM trainings. Yay, 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 yay. That's why they have to keep motivating you every day. Comfort training, look at this, comfort training, jump here, jump. So same thing. If you want to do this, you have to keep on doing it so that it becomes a part of you. All right, that's a little bit about me and my background. Well, it has been years of learning and years of bettering myself. Okay. Okay, somebody has to unmute.
Mamta,
Okay.
you're so energetic that everybody has started.
Okay. All right, let's move on. So I'm actually a certified NLP practitioner, which is neuro-linguistic programming. I went in when I did my certification. Anybody wants to know more? I'm sure you have thousands of trainers in India. Go read it up. It's actually mind science. So I'm in the area of mind science. But I started getting into this area because of Paramahamsa Yogananda. I read his book, Autobiography, in 1991. And I realized that mind science, you are what your mind is. You know, if you give up, then you give up. If you fight on, you fight on. So anyway, those are other things I went on to discover. I'm always learning and discovering. All right. And then, of course, I have a master, I'm a master clinical hypnotherapist. I combine a different of methods. Some people say, I'm only a hypnotherapist, you come to me. If it doesn't work, it doesn't, and it's not easy. I use hypnotherapy as my last resort because most people can't even focus. All right, I am, of course, certified trainer, so much about me. So what is sound bath or singing bowl therapy? As I just explained in the last few minutes, is actually deep. You have to get into a state where there is deep sound vibrations. Now, how does that happen? Usually people say come for singing bowl meditation. I don't like to use the word meditation. All right, though I'm a certified I'm certified under I'm actually a TM certified area of meditation. I've grown up with Paramahamsa Ramakrishna. I've been with the Sai movement. I've gone to Buddhist centers. Meditation is nothing but quelling that monkey mind of yours. And if you resort to sound very well, then let sound bring you into a state where your body can get into a state of calmness, all right? And now I will use the word heal. Don't think we talk about healing as in a doctor healing. I've got a headache and Professor Jayati said I should do sound bowl meditation. No. You'll get, your headache will become worse, all right? So this is a healing holistically. Any questions later, I'll try to answer. Not that, I'm an expert in all of it, but I'm also learning. So now, where did all this start, you will ask? Right? I can quickly go and talk about my experience, but being the teacher that I am, I always want to give you knowledge. If you think this is useful, please indicate to me in your chats. So when did it first start? Actually, it started centuries ago. The Tibetan singing bowls to Aboriginal didgeridoos. Now, what are didgeridoos? Now, these are actually old equipment used by the tribes. Tribal people love music. They dance like crazy. They have no tension. They have no money. They live in wooden huts. They have mud everywhere. They eat maize. They eat this. They don't go and see specialists and spend thousands of lakhs. Some form of sound therapy. So here are some. I Googled this. Thanks to Google nowadays. Google G helps us with everything. Look at, if you have never heard this name, look at this word. Not a bad word. It's didgeridoos. Some of them you can find out. In Malaysia, we had a lot of tribes. They used blowpipes to actually shoot and kill animals, poison darts with herbs and poisons. Just like the way if you eat apple seeds, you eat 1 kilo of that, you can kill somebody, but don't do that. Okay. So these are some of the old methods of sound healing. If you are happy with it, let me know. Chat there. Now we go to the Greeks. How can we ever forget the Greeks? The ancient Greeks used sound vibration to help digestion, treat mental issues, and induce sleep. Those of you who are working with people in old people, sick people. I had an aunt who was 100 over years old. There was absolute silence in a room. It seemed like a mortuary. I went them and said, why don't you put some music for Dida? Oh no, she doesn't like. No, put some little bhajans in the morning. Increase the vibrations. In the morning, use calming medicine. I'm sorry, vibrations. Whatever it is. Hymns, religious songs, but don't get yourself all excited so that you want to dance in the morning. All right? So it affects digestion. Please remember, your emotions affect digestion. Get angry, get mad, you see, you already have pains in your stomach. And I love this. He said, Aristotle in his book, De Anima, detailed how flute music could purify the soul. So perhaps that's why Krishna had the flute. Lord Krishna had the flute. So put on flute music in the background very gently the whole day long. And you will find that you want to shout at someone. You say, let it be, let it go. So that can happen. I hope you find this useful, a bit theoretical. Now, what are the different types of instruments that you use? You can use a gong, dong, dong, dong. Go to the Buddhist temple, they say dong, dong. All right. In the schools, they also bang. Headmaster says the sound. Oh my God, assembly time. Those days, they didn't have electronic stuff. We had a teacher who will go and ring the bell and we say, oh my God, here she comes, the disciplined teacher. Crystal singing bowls, metal bowls, Tibetan singing bowls, turning forks and chimes, right? So here are some of them. The crystal bowls are very, very expensive. I don't have any. I don't have the money right now, but maybe if I have many, many students and I won't charge too much, but a little bit of money. Maybe from India, it'll be cheaper. In Malaysia, they'll cut your throat for everything. And so you also have those vibrating tongs, and you will find once you come for sessions, which instrument resonates with you better. So I prefer that we use a number of instruments because different people's frequencies in the body would react to these differently. And you have to have a training in the sense, you can't come one day and say, oh my God, I did this sound theory and I feel fantastic. Oh, no. That will be an absolute lie. You can come in, you can feel relaxed, but your mind might be, oh my God, I haven't replied to my daughter. My wife is waiting there. Your mind might work, but you might find a little ease. But get on with it. Get on and on and on. Okay. So now, what instruments is this person using? Of course, I found it. What do you think he's using? Of course, he's using a combination. He's using what is the big one there? He's using a big gong, right? Now, instead of using a big gong that goes dong, 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 which you like, so we can also do it gently. I will show you with my bowl. Ding, 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 ding. It can be like a sort of a gong. Dong, 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 dong. All right. Also formal, but it's not hard. And then he's got singing bowls here. All right. Okay. So now, what do we say about the sound bath? It's actually complementary supplement, a supplementary treatment, like for you to get onto this state. If you go to Bali, of course, you see they would have this. I've not gone to Tibet. Maybe after this, when I take a trip, I'll find out. But it's useful to remember that there are other complementary theories. You have meditation, you have yoga, of course, you have Tai Chi. When I started doing this, I was very nervous and maybe I didn't have enough confidence. I'm very honest, I'll tell you this. I said, will it really work? Who knows? So I called my friend who did Reiki. She did music Reiki. She was Japanese, And I say, Masako, you join me. I do this, then let them go to your session. So we combined, all right? And I think that's a fun way. But, a lot of people are motivated by money, sad to say. So they just want a long session only for themselves. And I don't know if it works. But for me, the more variety, more fun it is. So do let me know. Okay? So how does it actually work? Are you going to ask this question? Pritam, I see you shaking your head. Good. So that means my slides are relevant. Good. Jack is smiling.
Yes, they are.
How does it work? Singing bowl meditation. Can you see that? This is Max. All right. Thanks to Google, you can see all of them there. Now, what is also good is the more bowls you have, the stronger the vibration. Now, when you have group bhajans, group hymns, group sessions for anything, why do people go to the church on a Sunday or meet on or go to a masjid? Oh, by the way, today is the first day of Ramadan. Very, very auspicious day. All right. And I would like to wish all my Muslim friends, a whole period of fasting and prayer and a wonderful period. So here, the deep vibrations with so many people also has an effect. Some people say, no, I don't want anybody, only myself, only one person. You come one to one, yes. But sometimes with so many, there is also deep, the entire vibration is very powerful. All right. But what is important is, of course, that's me in one of my sessions. I give talks on entrepreneurship. I was speaking to Indian women on success, leadership, and developing businesses. But what I say is you have to go to the right teacher. Find the right person who resonates with you. All right? Find someone who is kind, who is giving, who has the techniques, and who can become your friend. Because this people who come here build a group, a satsang of people. So, all right. Now, I developed a dance session called Transmix. I used hypnotherapy and bowl therapy to develop a dance. Now, all my pictures are in the handphone, but I couldn't transfer it to my laptop. But I'm using another one of my trainings. Actually, this is from the airlines, people from Air Asia. I incorporated some kind of dance, but it is not the transmix dance, I will be very honest. But just to show you that if you can dance in a hypnotic state, those days in the past, people took bhang and dance in a spiritual sense. What happened? It was therapeutic. When I have my sessions, I say, get up, we put music, they can't even move. They are stiff. Then I say, come on, let's just shake our hands. We do whatever we like. Let's move the music. All right. And then we of course, I do other things. So my session was called the Transmix. And I had people who sat down and cried after that. They were so emotional. I said, I did nothing, but it was just that being in that state, okay? So what are the benefits of sound healing? Here, of course, you know, what is she using? Everybody, what is she using? Crystal bowls, not the metal bowls. Remember, if anybody wants to donate to me and give me a ticket to India, I will come. All right. Pritamji, you buy me a ticket, I come see you. All right. So these bowls of different sizes have different sounds. Okay. Maybe this lady in this picture is focusing on that. Now, what are some of the benefits? You will say, Prof, why do we do this? Okay, I roughly know. So here I have given you some. You actually feel calmer. I've done this for many years. People come out relaxed. And then what happens is when you go to the session, I will give you some auto suggestions. You will listen to my voice. After some time, you will be used to my voice, and you will feel that your muscles actually feel relaxed. Right? This also helps in some form of pain relief. Pain can be mental. For me, that is a bigger pain than the body pain. Body pain, you can take your ibuprofen and Panadols, but the pain you feel in your heart and your soul, that is also pain. And then it becomes a mood improver. You don't have to take your tablets or psychotropic tablets. So maybe you can do some of this in some other places where people have anxiety. Again, it takes a series of sessions. You cannot sit, even getting to listen to it, people have stress. Oh my God, I have to listen to this, it's stressful. All right. So it's a better way for you to be attuned to yourself. This helps you get back to yourself. Your mind, I will tell you, because I started off by attending these sessions. And when I loved them, I said, hey, can I use this with my hypnotherapy, my timeline therapy, my NLP? Because I found, you know, even at the end of the session, I fell asleep. I felt it was not just meditation. I was like, some people beside me were snoring. You know, and we let them be. So that means that they had gone into that absolute state of relaxation. Okay. Okay. Now, that's actually the kind of end. I just want to tell you some of my books that I have here. I don't know, my good friend Gopal, whether he's here today. He helped me design the cover of the book. This is called The Quantum of Happiness. It's an ebook. I've got many books. I'm just showing you a few. Oh, okay. And these are the end of my slides, but I'm going to be like just showing you how the bowls work, right? So if any of you want to send me an email, oh, I forgot, you know, I'm an editor. I forgot to close my bracket. So if you want to WhatsApp me, here I am. This is a book of mine called The Power of Self-Belief. Some other books are also there. So not very relevant to this talk. So, shall I stop sharing my slide?
Yes.
Stop share. Okay, good. All right. I see some questions. And let me bring my bowl now. Okay.
So let me say something.
Yeah.
Wow. I have no words.
Why?
I would say wow. And you have explained so beautifully with the smile on everybody's face. And they are laughing. Even I was also laughing. But of course, it was on mute, so you couldn't hear a laugh. So beautiful. And the way you explained the sound therapy and sound healing. And it is really amazing. In many of our homes, we have this bell. Okay, when we do puja, we do the bell. That also is very good healing support for everyone. So those who don't know about this thing, but ringing the bell, chanting the mantras, it's a sound vibration. So that also, I think so, it includes in this. I want to ask you whether it is a healing support for anything that goes on, like daily use rituals, how you interpret it, how you say about it.
Oh, you mean the bell in the temple for
Bell.
ringing? Yeah.
Yeah.
First, I'll make a joke. People are serious about religion. This one is, if you are sleeping in the temple, wake up.
Yes. Morning bell.
The second joke is, if God is dozing there, sleeping, you wake him up.
Great.
Acha, forgive me, Ramaji. I'm a Bengali, so I follow Durga. Whatever. Mataji, forgive me. If you are sleeping, you have to get up now, because I'm talking about getting up. Acha.
Yes.
I have Shakti, no worries. Okay. So the other thing is this. Yes, it is a unifying sound in the place. When you ring the bell, remember I told you about the school. When the headmistress, the teacher rings the bell, everybody is like, huh? What's happening? Right? So, from ancient times, people knew secrets. And I used to be very agnostic about Hindu rituals. I don't know, I said, what is all this nonsense? Then when I did a course in Vastu. It's called Feng Shui. I learned why you even put the joystick. Another day, people can discuss with me. I was saying, why they simply put joystick? Why do you put the candles? Some people say, oh, you don't need any of this. So it means you have reached the highest level of self-realization. You don't need anything. So this is it. Again, I think, yeah, that's good. It's also like the sound of clapping, I learned in Feng Shui. We go back to what your question is. You come into an empty room. Let's say you've gone away for a long holiday and you come back. Put on your music. If not, you get into a room, clap, 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 and walk around the room. Clap, 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 clap. You see, once you clap, even the energy in your hand will vibrate throughout your body. That is the power of clapping, right? So the same way, the bell is more powerful. And of course, it is the sound of metal, right? So I think, and in many temples, when you go in, you ring the bell and you walk in. It is again, maybe, I think, a way of giving you fixation that I've come into the temple. Here I am, ritualistic. I'm not an expert so much, but to me, always getting to do something gives you a sense of belonging. Very sorry to say, in many of the Hindu temples, you go in, the priest prays, you don't even know he's saying Gayatri or Triambagam or whatever. He does the puja, you take the, whatever fruits and he gives and you go home. That's passive. You're passively participating. But if you sing, you read the hymns, you read the books, right? Like even that they do in the churches, you are actively involved, right? So here, when you ring the bell, you just say, hey, I'm here. Maybe that's Dr. Jayati's interpretation.
Thank you so much for interpreting so beautifully.
Oh,
And
thank you.
Vinay has some question. Please, Vinay, you can unmute yourself. And
Yes, so I don't have any question, but I really wanted to, appreciate the high level of energy. In fact, I slept at 4 a.m., but somehow I got a message from Consciously Positive, one of the co-hosts, that I'm in the session. But I just came unprepared. But the kind of energy that you brought here, I mean, it's my whole house is reverberating with this energy. I mean,
Wow.
I
Hey,
really
please, I'm not high on drugs, huh?
I know. I mean, but
Coffee, coffee.
you made me on a high. You made me on a high. As if I'm your drugs. My wife would be very, like, excited to see me kitni energy kahan se aa gayi hai mujhe. I mean, I really looking forward to have one-on-one interaction sometimes and get more inputs from. How can you just put this energy? I want to have this energy in my trainings, so I really want to.
Oh, wonderful one. You must have energy. And energy comes from the mind
Love.
and good nutrition.
Love.
Good nutrition. By the way, I'm nearly 76, okay? So I
Amazing!
believe in that.
Wow! Oh my God!
Wow.
Amazing!
All right.
Amazing.
Thank you, sir.
Hats off to you.
Thank you, sir. I love your
Amazing.
hair. I love your hair.
No, it's uncombed. I just woke up.
No, I was going to do things. I always love hair, you know, the way it's done. But somehow they cut it too short or whatever. And my daughter in Chicago says, look at all the news readers, you know, in CNN, BBC. Wow, their hair's got all those streaks and colors and curls. My children do that, you know. They have got all long hair. And my husband gets mad when I cut my hair. He says I look like a boy. I say it's easy to color my white hair, you know, right? But this, my daughter says they spend millions. Sorry, the whole country, millions is spent on hair products. So anyway, you look good, Coach Vinay. Keep
Thank
going.
you. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Dr. Jayanti,
Yes,
what an
ma'am.
amazing, joyful energy. I think anybody coming into your aura can just become so joyful and energetic, you know.
Thank you.
Yeah, I've heard people telling me that, you know, you have so much energy when I am with people. But I think you surpass even my energy, you know, that the energy
Oh,
that
thank you.
exude.
It's just
And
me.
it's
I'm
so
just me.
joyful. It's
I'm
so
just me.
happy.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much. And, you know,
Yes.
incidentally, I'm just 2 years or 3 years older to you.
Okay, good. That's great. I hope I can reach your age.
Of
Yes,
course you
yeah,
will.
yeah.
You know, again, it's all in the mind. You know, I have 2 mentors, one
Yeah.
especially, who says, you know, you can decide how long you want to live. You can decide, and I'm trying that. Let's see. I have decided, my mentor has decided, and some of us who are in the session have decided,
No,
okay,
you will see, I actually have an artificial background, so don't think this is my house. This is to make me feel great. But right now I have 700 books behind me. I have another room with about 6 shelves of my files.
wow.
All right. So I say I only want to go once I finish more of my reading of my books. If it doesn't happen, doesn't matter. Another lifetime can carry on.
Yes, yes.
Just want to add one more thing. I just
Huh?
want to add one more thing while Phenomena was addressing about her energetic levels. Absolute Phenomena for her energetic levels also. But you remind me of Mamta Banerjee from Bengal.
Oh my God.
So energy she comes out.
Oh, what
Oh
energy
my
she
God.
has. Yes.
Oh, yes. But
Really.
I'm not going to be walking the streets like her and shouting, you know. By the way, I have all India. I subscribe to Indian TV. So from Republic to getting Arnab shouting to India Today, I watch everyone.
It's not that energy.
Okay. You know, anyway, I'm Bengali, by the way. So,
My
all right.
son-in-law is a Bengali.
Huh?
And
My
Bengalis
son is the Bengali.
are more into intellect. They are intellectual people.
They are all kinds of people,
They are
Yes.
like
intellectual
all
people.
Indians.
Yes,
Like
they
all
are.
Indians.
They are. They are.
Yeah, I just came back from Germany 2 weeks ago. My youngest daughter is there, and she was sort of bedridden before the baby. So I went to do 3 days to do cooking 3 times a day. So I think my next training should be how to cook 3 times a day for your children and survive it. So I find the Indians there. I met them, I talk to them everywhere. I met them in the mall. I call them over. Then they say, come for Durga Puja. I took my grandson, who is only 2.5, to the daycare, and I met Indians from Delhi, from Coimbatore. Anyway, I speak Tamil. Okay, Tamil. I speak Bengali, of course. Very bad. My Hindi is just listening. And then, I found out about Indians everywhere as well. My sister lives in Canada. So I think we are all the same everywhere. Okay. Yes, Jack, do you have a question for me?
Ms.
No
Roy,
question.
you are in US. You are in US. You live in US,
No, I'm in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia.
Malaysia. Okay. Okay.
Very
Cool.
close to you. 4 hours away. 4 hours away.
Okay.
Actually, Prof.
Hmm.
Prof is a close friend of mine, and we met for a dinner, an academy dinner, and that's when we became friends because she was also my daughter's professor. My daughter was studying in her university, and that's how we became very close. And Prof. Jayati has a long and very wide experience to share with us. So each time when I call her, most of the time she'll call me. She has anything, she'll be talking, and then I'll be just doing the listening. And I just love to hear her voice almost every day, which gives me so much of energy. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jack. I mean, I love to listen to you too. We learn from everyone.
Yeah.
And her spirit is unbelievable. She went to visit her daughter in Switzerland, in Zurich. So I got a lot of tips from her. Well, I write on social media. I'm also learning how social media, how they respond. People say, don't be on Facebook. Nobody's done anything bad to me. But I'm a bit careful because I'm reaching my 4,000 target.
Oh,
But I do a lot of writing on LinkedIn, yes. Thanks, Jack. You made my day.
Yeah.
So you're
Actually,
on Facebook, doctor?
Yes. I'm on Facebook.
Okay.
I'm on LinkedIn. I'm on Instagram.
Okay.
yeah, I was going to tell you about the energy on the crystal sound.
Mhm.
Remember, I shared with you one video
Yes,
that's
yes.
really amazing. And then I like the sound energy therapy very much nowadays. So what I do is I take the bell, but I change the ringing. It's not ring, ring, ring like that. Just ring once. Let the echo go around the room, and then I do it again. That's what I do. My not meditation, the energy vibration for me. So it's totally different how we ring the bell as well. Am I right, Prof?
Yes. So let me,
Yeah, you show us.
yes. This is proof that I actually do it, If you think I'm just talking, must be the product of the product. So here we go. This is one of my bowls. Can you see? Yes?
Yes.
You can see.
I'm not sure if my
Mike.
my speaker can pick it up, but maybe I'll hit it. This would be the other sound, but this would slowly increase in vibrations. All right. You know what? I'm not going to do it too long because I might fall asleep.
We haven't heard anything. Maybe you have.
Yeah, but it will increase. Let me get closer to my speaker.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if my speaker can get the sound. I have another one which I hold here. This is another smaller one that I have. All right, this is another small one.
Yeah, we can hear a bit. No,
Different sound.
no, we can't hear. No, Prof, we cannot hear.
No sounds
No.
from the computer.
Only tapping sound is there.
Huh?
Tapping sound, yeah. Unable to hear.
Not here. Cannot hear.
No.
You know what I should do is I should record it. Yes, I should
Yes.
record it and play it. Of course, you can get it on YouTube, but I think I should record it.
And send the YouTube to us.
Yeah, there are many links, and it's you can some of them are long. You can even keep it on. It's called sound bowl therapy or sound bath therapy or singing bowl. You can immediately get singing bowl. You can get the Tibetan bowls like I showed you. They're very powerful. But you see, it can go up to a very high crescendo. So if you find that it's too much for you, tone it down. Build it up slowly. Okay? Just build it up slowly. Any more questions? Anything you want to ask me, Nupur, or anyone else?
I will show my bell. It will, maybe I can create a sound. Let me bring it 1 minute. In the meantime, anybody would like to ask any question, they can ask.
Dr. Jayati?
Yes, Rajvi. How are you?
I want to share my experience of attending very well presented. I want to share my experience of attending a sound healing therapy, singing bowl therapy. I attended in 2018. Before laughter yoga, I attended a workshop on sound healing by Murfest. So it was really good, and the techniques, the benefits, it's similar to laughter yoga. So I feel really with singing, with sound therapy and laughter yoga, I feel really good.
Good combination. We should combine it with your laughter yoga.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Great. Anyone else has any question while we wait? I have another very side bell, but
Ma'am,
it is downstairs.
how much you charge when you when I invite you to India? So how much would be your I mean,
I have no idea. You tell me.
so I want you for 1 day for my corporate company which I work. I believe that this program would be quite interesting for those participants. So just in case if you want to come to India, a company can sponsor your trip. That is one we can do. Otherwise,
Wow.
you can also share your commercials whenever you like to do that. But we want you to have, and we can have a discussion around it. I will talk to Shabana and see what turns up.
Yeah, you have my number, you can take it. But you know what I say? You have to be in person for this. You cannot do it on Zoom.
No. That's what I'm saying.
I'm just saying this to everyone.
Yeah.
Because you must get the, imagine a bell ringing on the, you don't even seem to hear it well for my laptop, which is a high-end business HP laptop, right? But if you are in the room and you feel the energy shock,
Yes, so
You know?
Nupur and Shabana, maybe we can speak over it, and maybe we can have her here. And if you want to organize something for Miss Roy, I think this will be very beneficial. It looks quite interesting. I've done research on sound therapy. One of my friends does it often, and he actually healed my wife because she was running a problem of high BP, and it was after 1 or 2 sessions she got quite well. So she does it quite well. So I understand the power of sound healing. So this needs to be more, understood in India also, I guess. So I just
we can. Yeah, India is the birthplace of so many things, but we don't exploit it, or we exploit it in the wrong way. Thirdly, we export it and it comes back in another
Back
form.
to
Do you
us.
agree?
Yes,
You agree?
you're right. Yes, you're right. Even yoga
Vastu,
goes out and comes
yes.
back to
Very
us.
right. Very right.
Vastu started in India. It goes out as feng shui
Yes.
and comes back all
Correct.
over the world. Nobody
World.
remembers Vastu. It's of
Correct.
course a different form, right? Look at Ayurveda. Look at what
Exactly.
China is doing, right?
Yes.
Now it goes the same as TMC, right? So I feel, therefore, if we, I could give a session in hypnotherapy as well. I don't know if Renuka has been busy. My friend Renuka came to me for some
How many days are?
some discussions, some sessions, and I incorporated. I just wanted to increase a concentration. I forgot to tell you. For those of you who feel there are people who cannot focus, this can also help. I don't make it like a meditation center, but if you're auditory and you hear the sounds, after some time when you have your body goes into a calmer state, you will be able to think and focus better. So it also helps in concentration and focus.
Okay, Dr. Jayati, I would like to ring my bell.
Yeah, here comes Nupur's bell. Oh my God, it's a big bell. Let me go down and bring my little chime.
Can you all hear that?
Not much.
I think so. This this frequency doesn't match with the computer speaker, so it is only on personal. That's what Dr. Jayati also like that. See, it is loud and clear over here.
No.
No,
No.
this is the
Maybe
this you can hear.
to the speaker and see.
I think so. This frequency is only audible personally, not by
Personally.
electronic media.
It looks like that.
Yeah.
But then the other noise, background noise is very clear. How come?
Yes, I couldn't hear.
No, the other background noise can be very loud. Nupur.
So meanwhile, can I ask you one more thing, Dr. Roy or Nupur? Can you suggest? I'm really coughing since last 3 days. So what can you immediately suggest? So my question was to Nupur also and you also. I'm basically coughing since last 3 or 4 days. What is the immediate thing I can do in the sound healing part?
You can do this. Yeah,
Yeah.
please.
Your question again, you are coughing.
I'm coughing since last 7 to 8 days, but this last 2 days it has gone up. So I'm unable to focus on the work. It comes up immediately and goes up. For example, right now.
What medication have you taken? Anything?
I am not taking any medication. I'm taking just coughlettes and cough syrups. That's all I'm doing. I'm not doing into. I'm not doing any.
Okay. Do you have itchiness in your throat?
Yes, I have.
Okay. How much water are you drinking per day?
More than 12 glasses a day.
Okay. You can actually, the first thing you should do is to look at the pH of your throat. If that can trigger, number one. For that is very simple. Honey and ginger and tulsi 3 times a day. Honey, ginger and tulsi 3 times a day.
My wife used to prepare it, but these days she's very angry at me that she's not doing it.
So tell her to prepare more and pound the ginger every time she's angry. Pound the ginger harder. Pound the tulsi harder. Tell her, Dr. J said, instead of pounding me, pound it and give me. And you know what? That sound will cure it. Anyway,
Perfect.
but then remember, if you develop phlegm, you will need antibiotics. All right. You cannot run from that, because if your cough gets infected, otherwise you don't need antibiotics at all. All right. A lot of ginger tea, stuff like that. You know, there are many causes. Do you smoke?
I don't. I create a lot of smoke around, but I don't smoke.
Okay. So there are you know, that's why I say there's not a one-all cure. You can take, I don't know, it's American, it's German or Malaysian. There's something you can take, herbal cough mixtures. There's something called cross plan. Do you have that in India?
I think yes, we do have. But
yeah, you can take a cross plan. It's herbal. You see, the thing is you must address what needs to be addressed specifically. Sound theory is good holistically for your mind, your body, your stress. But if you have a throat problem, address the throat problem. All right. So in that case, you can take, of course, water, honey, ginger. It will take a bit long time. It will take 2 weeks maybe. But if it is anything more than that, you need to take some other things. I mean, I can always tell you what, but worst come to worst, you know, it's that. But a great method forward. But you know what I say? You do sound therapy in 4 years for 3 days. Are Baba, what use is it going to be? So we will give you techniques that you can incorporate, so that once in a way, when you have some stress, you can use it. You can get some tools to help you, like Nupurji just came up, but I couldn't hear your bell, you know?
Yeah, I think so. That is because this sound frequency doesn't match with the electronic media.
Yes.
So that's why I tried my way. Maybe it will work, but it didn't work. So this frequency will not go through media. So you have to be present in person to get this type of sound healing.
So good. So I am forgiven. So my bones actually make sound.
Yes. Okay.
I think our time is up, right?
Yes. We should take leave. And thank you very much, Dr. Professor Jayati. I'm very grateful to you. Make us laugh and smile today morning. And thank you very much, all our audience who laughed and smiled with us, and with Dr. Jayati also. And thank you. And a big applause for her for making this morning so beautiful and so smiling and so lovely.
No, your feedback has given me so much more energy. And Vinay, the fact that you could get up and have your sexy hair in spite of everything. I'm excited.
Thank you.
Thank you, Pritham.
Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you, Philomena.
Thank you all. Thank you, Dr. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Hi, Lina.
Thank you, Mavin. Thank you, Shabana, for making it possible.
Shabana is not there. I haven't seen Shabana.
Out of town, so she is unable to attend.
Okay, no worries.
Okay, thank you.
Minu, you have been quiet. You didn't say anything.
Yes,
Yeah,
Meenu.
I was just simply enjoying your energy. It was so awesome. And the
Really?
interactions were amazing, all of them.
Just
It is,
me,
it is.
just me. Maybe it's
Absolutely.
the coffee.
They really
My
hats,
friend.
hats off
Huh?
to you. Beautiful,
Thank-
beautiful.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank
Okay.
you. Just me.
Prof.
God
Thank you
bless.
very much,
Stay
Prof.
safe and keep on the wonderful work. The light angel, Nupurji. Thank you so much,
Absolutely.
everyone.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Okay.
Namaste.
Thank you.
Namaste.
Thank you.